Hi, this is Paul, and I wanted to play Chris Petkau's video on my channel and see what you think.
A lot of the folks, talking about the social dilemma and all that kind of stuff, screaming about algorithms. Well, yes, but people also self-sort among people who are like-minded. The greatest counterexample I have to the idea that Facebook is the one that's doing this is a Reddit, right? I mean, Reddit's algorithm is extremely simple. You join a group of like-minded people, and the like-minded people either upvote or downvote an article, and the upvotes get to the top and the downvotes go to the bottom, which tightens the echo chamber inside what you join. There's nothing else to it than that. Their algorithm is extremely simple. It's not AI. It's not driven to make you go insane. It's not driven to engage traffic. All it is just, do you like this or not? It's just the thumbs up, thumbs down. So the fact that there is even a thumbs up, thumbs down is a social algorithm that's baked into human minds, and it is, in my opinion, more powerful than any kind of Facebook algorithm that drives engagement that they could have.
The communities mold us, and we either gain status or we lose status, depending on whether or not we are participating in the groupthink of the community. The old model, which imagined that the person just sees the truth, when in fact this truth is coming at them through the communities, filtering the communities, what is salient, what is relevant, all of this stuff. You can't but help participate in any of this, in any of this, in any of this. You can't but help participate, We either gain status or we lose.
When you're interacting with your Facebook feed, you have a series of things. You scroll past. You have the option to either like or share them. Same kind of thing for Instagram and all the other social media stuff. You have a feed of information. You decide whether or not to share this information. Decide whether or not to upvote this information. That's what a neuron does in the brain. That's what a neuron does in the brain. That's what a neuron does in the brain.
You can't but help participate in any of this, in any of this, in any of this.
So a neuron has a nucleus, the nucleus attached to dendrites. The dendrites get signals, which is binary signals from other neurons. And then however those come in, the neuron has some kind of generator function inside of itself that evaluates that and decides whether or not to fire a signal down the axon, and then that goes off to other neurons. That's what you're doing on your Facebook. You're behaving as a neuron in a brain. When things go viral, when things propagate through social networks, I mean, there's a lot of study on this, it looks kind of like a brainwave, right? It looks kind of like a brainwave, right? It looks like something that's passing through a brain.
We're a massive processing machine that we are working out and working through content, material, ideas, all of this stuff. We're just one level up. And he's saying the neurons, we're like talking about fractals, the neurons, they're all doing this. Now we're all doing this. Now, node in the network, this, conceiving of humanity as a giant thinking machine, but it's not just thinking in terms of upper register mind theoretical stuff. No, we're running these experiments.
The rub is this. The rub is several things. Is first off, the neuron doesn't know what the brain's thinking. The neuron exists at a level down from the brain. The neuron doesn't know what the brain's thinking. The neuron exists at a level down from the brain.
Yeah, how much consciousness does that little neuron have?
So if you and I and everybody else were participating as neurons in a brain, we could not even comprehend the thought that the brain is having, because that thought is one level up. It's like a Kurzweil singularity thing. It's like the next level intelligence. How would you even know that there's a next level intelligence? You couldn't talk to it, right? So postulate for a moment that if you could web enough people together in a like and share network, that they would exceed a certain level to where their network itself was effectively a thinking superorganism, and that there's no way you could know that. Postulate that if you had some people in one social network, some other people in another social network, those two social networks might have these kind of internet entities that are thinking different things and are competing with each other for the overall available brain space in the human population to survive. So there's some talk in like very dark intellectual circles that I traffic in where they're calling these things egregores, because that's what an egregore is. Like the definition of an egregore was a kind of demon that manifests out of a shared belief system.
Oh, look, we're doing theology. You're down here. Where are you standing? position to see this entire thing. You've got the prince of Persia standing in the way of the angel, have to go through their principality. They have a patterned way of thinking. They have a patterned way of life. They have a patterned way of behavior that is dominated by their principality. And the only way that that is going to change is if a stronger principality comes and unseats it. Red pill, bread pill, conversion, transformation. A stronger power has to take hold of it and exercise it. Now, in a materialist framework, we imagine that this is emergence from below, because matter is foundational and spirit is imagined to be derivative. Here, this egregore is what these people are creating. Now, the reason that he's saying it this way is because he is deep, again, within a modernist culture. When we read history, don't we recognize things? Some spirits come around again. And Jordan Peterson, they are worried that the spirit, let's say the spirit of communism, is going to once again descend and occupy the people. What if the spirits are vying for us? Yeah, the spirits are vying for us. They want us for food. But the Father above wants us for sons who can participate. This isn't new to us. We don't talk like this most of the time, but isn't this exactly what we're talking about? Well, the Christian perspective is that spirit comes first and matter is its servant. But that's, of course, a Christian assertion. I really like what he did with this video. And this is one of the reasons why having people comment on my videos, but also take clips from my videos and work them is just super helpful, because I don't know what sticks and what doesn't unless I hear from you. And I thought Chris did a pretty cool job of sort of summarizing my video in a much smaller format. So I asked him permission to put it on my channel. He said sure. So there it was. Hope you found it helpful.